My Jiu-Jitsu journey started when I was 14 years old in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And I believe that this journey, that the choice of training Jiu-Jitsu really shaped my destiny. By the time I was 16, I decided that this is what I want for a living. I wanted to teach Jiu-Jitsu, and I wanted Jiu-Jitsu to be part of my life, for the rest of my life. I just figured, hey, this is my passion, this is what I love to do, so can I actually do Jiu-Jitsu anytime I want, and I'm gonna get paid for it? Sign me up for it. I definitely was down for it, and that became my dream, my goal, to have my own Jiu-Jitsu academy. From the get-go, I was 0-5. Just my attempts in competing were just losing. And that was just a tough deal being young. And that started putting a lot of pressure on me. And at the same time, it started to bring more anxiety when I competed. And little by little, I started to get better. It took me a while, but started performing a little better under pressure. But this was something that it was definitely a challenge, performing to the best of my ability, but always with my final goal in mind to make a living with Jiu-Jitsu. In 1998, I had the chance to compete for the first time in the United States at the Joe Moreira International. I was a brown belt, and I had a good performance. I ended up winning the featherweight and the open class. 3 months later, I decided that I was gonna move to the United States. I wanted to pursue my dream of having my own academy. And that was a tough transition. I just finished college, and I just knew that if I stay in Brazil, it would be tough to achieve my goal. Just everything that I went through. Just people who doubt me, including relatives and family. And what are you doing? You just finished your school, and now you're gonna work in this specific job, of doing this and doing that. You know, why don't you stay here? Everyone is here. And I decided that, like, no, you know, this is what I want. This is my dream. I want to make Jiu-Jitsu part of my life. In this meantime, a lot of personal problems, overcoming a lot of difficulties like anybody else. But I always had this dream of having the school and having my own program. I just love teaching, and I wanted to be a part of Jiu-Jitsu, just be a part of my life, and just in everything I did. And then I started to get involved, and I love competitions. And I started to train my students for it, and I started to promoting tournaments as well, because my students, they needed people to compete. And I kept probably about 5 years. I didn't compete for about 4 or 5 years. I was just really focusing, just paying my bills, try to make it happen. School just very, very small, but I kept pushing. Then about 2007, I started to get back on competing again, and I just felt that it just wasn't feeling right. All the confidence problems that I faced early in my career, the lack of confidence, it came back. Suddenly, I just didn't have the same training partners that I had in Brazil, and that messed a lot with me and a lot of personal problems. And just I started noticing that I was just not performing the way I wanted. Because at one point, I was really questioning, like, can I really move on with this? Can I really keep going with my dream? And for a second, we all have our internal battles, and I was having one of them. Can I really keep going with this? Because it's tough, and I'm not really making. And that helped me to keep pushing and say, oh, it's gonna happen. I just gotta keep doing whatever I'm doing right now. It's making some adjustments, just keep working hard, and just at some point, I'll be able to get over it. I knew that it was just, it's like when the ocean is just have the bad storm, and you just hang in there. But at one point I knew that it was gonna calm down. March 6, 2012. That was when my academy was open. Reaching my dream to actually get my own Jiu-Jitsu academy, it just meant so much to me, just because I just look back, just like, oh my God, I actually did it. 1999, I just came here with barely nothing and just a tourist visa, and now I'm just actually able to live my dream. And I have this tattoo in Portuguese that means Acredite. There's a black belt under that means believe. I didn't want to have this before I got my place, because it was like, no, I haven't reached my goal yet. When I do that, when I reach my goal, my dream, and then I'll have it so every day I can appreciate it and look at it and see like, man, that took me 20 years. Try to share this message of just really believing in yourself and believing in your dreams. And that's why I like so much of working this mental aspect of the Jiu-Jitsu, that overcoming those defeats, because they are frustrating. They are, and you put a lot of work in, and sometimes you just don't get the results that you want. But just keep pushing. Just keep pushing and really going after your goal, and have a goal and have a set plan and go off. And it's not meant to be easy for everyone who has a dream and try to accomplish something. And it's not supposed to be easy. Anything that you're trying, anything meaningful that you want to accomplish in your life, it will take hard work. You have to sacrifice a lot of things, and you will have to persevere. Believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, acredite. My name is Gustavo Dantas, and this is my journey.